Dale Carnegie was known as the world's greatest conversationalist. In New York City, one of the socialites was putting together this magnificent event. All the major social people were going there, including the columnists who write for the Society column. The woman invited Dale Carnegie because if you're having a party and you want a successful party, if you had the world's greatest conversationalist there, that's kind of a feather in your cap. He's going to be wandering around talking with people, the world's greatest conversationalist. You're going to have a successful party. And in those days, when somebody came into the event or the party area where all the people were gathered, the butler would introduce them. So people just didn't walk in. They would say, "Presenting Joe Smith." And the people who were talking could hear that. And now they have an idea who just walked in, who just came in. So in this particular case, Carnegie shows up and they say, "Presenting Mr. Dale Carnegie." And the hostess saw him, made a beeline, went running over and said, "Mr. Carnegie, I'm so happy to have you here. I heard you're the world's greatest conversationalist." And he said, "Well, thank you very much. I do have that distinction." She says, "I understand you have been traveling around the world lecturing. You must have many fascinating stories to tell us. We'd love to hear them." He goes, "I would love to share them with you." He says, "But I heard that you recently went on a safari in Africa." He said, "Is that true?" She said, "Well, yes, it is." He said, "Was that your first time to Africa?" She says, "Yes, it was." He says, "How long did you go for?" She goes, "Oh, I was there a month." He says, "I've never been to Africa. What's it like?" She goes, "Mr. Carnegie, let me tell you about it. It was one of the most exciting experiences of my life. First, and she went on to talk and talk and talk. And Mr. Carnegie just listened and listened. He leaned in a little bit. He listened. He listened. He nodded his head as she said things. Are you paying attention? I'm giving you keys here. And afterwards, she said, "Oh, I have to attend to my other guests." They parted and didn't talk for the rest of the evening. The next day, she wrote the Society column article. And she said, "I had a party last night. We invited the world's greatest conversationalist. I had a chance to meet with him, and we talked for over 20 minutes. And I have to say, he is, in fact, the world's greatest conversationalist."